love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and a yard, Jones. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Okay, what a way to open a season. The first drive of the first game results in a touchdown. Could not have drawn it up any better.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
7 yards there and a first down.
At the 17-yard
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Bob Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Curtis Riley. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Giants have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
McKinney on the
well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Here's Jones on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
3rd down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That's complete to White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And some room to run now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Going on the ground, it's White. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the 1st half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Boswell's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, it's Tate. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
37-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
50-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And this is Shepard on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Back at his own 49.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The drive starts with a run by White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third down, a run from White. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford.
Steelers 10.
As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock. It probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Every penalty is so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A 1st down carry for Barkley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. 15 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6-point hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
At the 33-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Giants 31.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
On for the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Opting to run again here with White. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Jay Johnson, incomplete. It's 4th down.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
That makes the score Giants 34, Steelers 18.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You score the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Giants, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.